Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Marian. Give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you can tell by the title of the video, it's a will I buy it video. We're going to go over some of the new releases. I don't do these videos often. There are some YouTube content creators out there that do this once a week. I only do it when I feel like it's really good and there's too much makeup and I need to talk about it. Today is one of those days. I need to talk about this. Yeah, so if you want to hear about what items I'm interested in and what I have actually already purchased or I am planning on purchasing, just so you know what reviews are coming, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, my lovelies, everything I have on my face is linked down below in case you are curious. I went with a very natural kind of look. And there is 3 different Instagram accounts that I follow. Point Click Vibes, which used to be a different, I just don't remember what the old account was. They got like a flag or something. Somebody reported them. They could not get their account back, so they started from scratch. Trend Mood 1 and Makeup on My Radar, which used to be something else. Yes, I think so. I don't remember what. And Chic Profile 3, which I feel she does mostly like the luxury brands, Dior, Chanel, Suku, Chantecaille, Hourglass, like the more high-end news that we like to hear. Okay, so I don't even know how far back to go to, but I'm looking here. I'll go ahead and link all of these Instagram accounts down below, but I will go ahead and start. It will just be the ones that I'm really interested in and the ones that I really want to talk about. So the first one we'll talk about is Heather Austin and Unearthly Cosmetics collab. So I have been trying to dip a tiny bit more into indie brands, and Unearthly Cosmetics is definitely one that I have my eye on. So the Resurgence collection. Heather Austin, I think she has a background in biology and she loves insects. So they decided to do a theme, like beetle themed. I don't even know what resurgence means, but that's like some of the story behind it. You should go check out her reveal video. So I only purchased the palette, the highlighter duo. I'm not really into duochrome highlighters. I do have some like funky highlighters from Ofra Cosmetics when they collaborated with Nikki Tutorials. I have the one that has like a blue-green shift to it, and then I have the one that has like a pink shift to it. But other than that, yeah. And then lip gloss, I try not to buy too many lip glosses just because I don't use them often. The main reason I purchased this is to support Heather Austin. The color story is not up my alley, even though I do play with color from time to time. I know this is going to be a palette that I'm going to have to make a point to pick up. So I did pick that one up. Okay, the new Dior Beauty Rose Glow Blush shades. So 4 new shades for these blushes, and I did purchase one. I purchased that pretty purple one. I forget what it's called, but the pretty purple one is the one that I ended up purchasing as soon as they were available. They were available at the Dior website, and that's where I purchased it. Okay, let me click onto a different account here. Okay, let's go to Trend Mood. I feel like Trend Mood is the slowest out of the accounts that I follow when it comes to new makeup releases. I feel like the other pages give us the information a lot faster than Trend Mood does now. Okay, so another one I wanted to talk about is the new Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil. If you enjoy the skin enhancer, the one's like a glowy, almost sheer bronzer, this formula is supposed to be a version of that, except in blushes. At first, I wasn't sure I was going to purchase any, but a lot of you are actually interested in this, and I did purchase one shade. I purchased Barely Blushing, which is the lightest shade out of all of them. I might regret that decision. I don't have a Sephora near me, so it's not like I could go drive to Sephora and see if they have them here. The closest Sephora to me is about 2 hours away, I think. I have to wait until I get it in the mail, and last I checked, it hasn't even shipped. I did purchase these as soon as they launched. They are available already. I haven't checked if any of the shades sold out. They look very pretty. Definitely a minimal makeup kind of vibe. So if that is not your vibe, then that blush is probably not for you. Okay, the next launch I wanted to talk about is the Nomad Cosmetics Okavango Delta palette. Apparently Nomad is Texas based. I honestly did not know that. I thought for some reason they were overseas, but they're not. They're a Texas-based company, and they take trips and they do pretty much palettes inspired around those trips. Well, this one is from Africa. I don't know what part of Africa, South Africa. Basically, it's a tribute to like the animal kingdom and the safari, right? When I saw the sneak peeks of this, I was very intrigued. The color story is definitely something I enjoy. Even though I don't wear greens often, I'm very attracted to greens. This will launch, I believe, depending on where you're at, either Monday night or Tuesday morning. Launch dates are just all over the place. 15 pan palette, and it will retail for $42. So when I saw this, I thought, oh my goodness, that is absolutely gorgeous. But this color story is very similar to one of another brand that is more popular, Miss Natasha Denona. So it got leaked. I'm starting to think these companies, either the companies or just whoever is handling all of this at these retail stores, they're just not doing their job. There was a retailer who released this early, and it's the new Yucca eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. It's the meaty size, so it'll retail for $69. And yeah, so some people already got their hands on this, and she literally, like Natasha Denona herself, just announced this today, which is Sunday, May 28th. But we've seen sneak peeks of it, I want to say, for the past week. So we already knew what it looked like. I'm pretty sure that can be very frustrating for a makeup company, you know, like that a palette is revealed before you can actually promote it. The same thing happened to her with the Love Glam Face palette, right? She barely promoted that. I think she just launched it and maybe did 1 or 2 posts about it, and then that's it. I don't think she's done too many eye looks like she normally does on her Instagram page. Yeah, so this color story looks almost, and I mean almost, not quite, identical to the new Nomad palette. At first I was torn, and I wasn't sure that I was going to purchase one or the other or both. But after really analyzing and think about it, even though I really want to try Nomad Cosmetics, like I said, I'm trying to dip into indie brands a tiny bit more. I feel like more people are interested in the Natasha Denona than the Nomad. Like more people are shopping Natasha Denona than they are shopping Nomad Cosmetics. Therefore, my review would help more people if I purchase the Natasha Denona, because more people are purchasing Natasha Denona.
I hope that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, so for now, I am going to pick up the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. It looks very beautiful. Even though I don't wear greens often, I do love greens, and the Nomad one looks very beautiful. Of course, all of the beauty influencers that get PR from Nomad, their reviews are already up with eye looks. So if you are interested, go check it out. 100% sure that you will be able to create an almost identical eye look from the Nomad Cosmetics palette and the Natasha Denona palette, in case you could only pick one or the other and just don't want to shop Natasha Denona. Okay, and I think there was one more I wanted to talk about. Yes, the Anastasia Beverly Hills new palette, the Cosmo palette. I have seen a couple of people talk about it. Hold on, let me find who has it. The Cosmos Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It has 12 shades. How much do these retail for? Is it like $52? I don't think we have a date yet of when it's launching. I did see that Not Fit for Print Beauty got her hands on it. Apparently she got a little tip of a retail store that had it available, and she went to go purchase it, and her review is already up if you want to go check it out. So this palette, I'm not going to be purchasing it. Honestly, I don't need to be purchasing so many eyeshadow palettes. I just don't. It looks pretty. When I saw this, it reminded me of the Cinderella palette from Sigma. Let me know if you have that palette and if you see it, but I see it. Yeah, I don't know why, it just reminded me of the Cinderella palette from Sigma. I'll be skipping that palette. It looks very pretty, it truly does, and it's the same format as the Novo palette and the that grungy one, I forget what it's called. So it looks like that is going to be their standard palette packaging from now on, and both of those I do really enjoy, so I think I'm just going to
keep enjoying those
and skip out on this launch, because I honestly should only purchase one eyeshadow palette. I don't need to be purchasing more. Okay, so last but certainly not least, the new Divine Blush Legendary Glow Color Balm collection from Pat McGrath. So cream blush sticks from Pat McGrath, 6 different shades, and they were retail for $29 each. I do feel like the packaging is not as luxurious or as fancy as we're used to seeing from Pat McGrath, but I feel like we can see that being reflected on the price for the blushes. $29 for a blush stick from Pat McGrath, I feel it is a decent price, and I would have to compare the size in grams of it from the Makeup by Mario, because the Makeup by Mario I think is like $30. So we'll see if it's the same size and just cheaper, which is crazy if you think about it. So 6 different shades, and then the Luxe Eyeshadow Quad in Passion Fleur, which will retail for $62. Also another item that did change in packaging. I feel like her quads used to be a little bit more expensive, but the pans are smaller. So smaller pans, a little bit of a cheaper price. I'm 100% okay with that. I have so much makeup. And the third item in this collection is the Skin Fetish Highlighter and Balm Duo. So 2 different shades. The lightest shade, which looks almost like a balmy clear, iridescent maybe. No, it looks like it's just a balm. I don't know if it has shimmer. And the name of the shade is Balm. And I feel like that would probably work for like your light to light medium complexion. And then Cyber Lotus, which is the peachy one, would probably work best for your medium to tan and deep complexions. For this collection, I think I'm for sure picking up the quad. The Skin Fetish Highlighter and Balm Duo, I'm very intrigued in that. I do enjoy highlighters like that. It's not for everybody. It is intriguing me because of that Cyber Lotus shade. I might be able to use it as a very light, super sheer blush. And then for the blush sticks, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up one, and if I do, it'll probably be a shade that is not super popular in the Pat McGrath line, because I feel like Divine Rose I think is one of the shades. Yeah, for sure the palette, the quad, and everything else is a maybe. I don't know. June 1st is when this is launching, so very, very close, almost here. And I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I have purchased some items, like I said. I feel like there's just so much more that's being dropped, and it's overwhelming. But those are the ones that I really wanted to talk about, just so you know exactly what is coming. So I think the only other 2 launches that I will for sure be participating in is the Natasha Denona Yucca palette and the Pat McGrath collection. Everything else, I'm gonna wait it out and I'm gonna see, because I do really need to do a makeup declutter. A brush declutter video is coming. I'm not sure if this video is going to be up before that one, but I think it's probably going to be on the same day. And I think next thing I'm going to do is some of my eyeshadow palettes. I have to declutter so much makeup. Luckily I have people to gift the items to. I feel overwhelmed with how much makeup I have and me not using it enough. and decluttering is going to help me with that anxiety. Not feeling wasteful. Okay, my lovelies, well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. I honestly just really wanted to make this video because I wanted to kind of let you know what new releases to expect from me. Sometimes I surprise myself, but I'm still trying to really shop smart. I don't think I'm going to start a series where I talk about new makeup releases on a weekly basis, just because I know I'm not going to have the time. I'm not going to be able to post it on the same exact day every single week. I'm not. I already know this. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to know if you are purchasing any of the new releases I mentioned or any that I did not mention, because there's a lot that I did not mention. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you, all the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly means so much to me. Okay, well, with that being said, I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. Okay, I will see you all on the next video. Bye.